Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Everyday Faith, day number 24. And real quick, I actually got to go get my haircut this week at a barber shop, which felt amazing after 3 months of trying to do it on my own. And so I'm feeling pretty good. I felt like it was fun, if you want to say that. It's fun to see things reopening. It's fun to be able to go get my haircut. So I just thought you should know. But anyway, we're going to jump into day 24, and we have a scripture from Job chapter 8, verse 21. It says this: He will once again fill your mouth with laughter and your lips with shouts of joy. The story of Job is one filled with gut wrenching loss and pain. Job, a successful husband, father, businessman, and follower of God, was plagued with tragedy. Practically overnight, he lost almost all the love. Let me read that again. Practically overnight, he lost almost all that he loved and had worked for, leaving him with doubts, hurt, and confusion. But it was one of Job's friends, Bildad, who responded and offered this bit of hope and encouragement. God promises to restore joy and fun. Despite all you have to face and endure in this life, God's message and promise is the same to you. He will fill you with laughter and joy once again, as we discussed at the start of the month. God is a giver of all good things, and his desire for his children is to experience joy and pleasure in him and from him. Man, I think this devotion today is as timely as it gets. We look at the life of Job, and if you're not familiar with the Job story, then I would highly encourage you to read it, because it's really powerful and relevant when we go through the challenges of life. And I think maybe not all of us can relate to the extent of pain and suffering and loss that Job experienced, but I think we can relate in this season, right? Because with COVID hitting and the pandemic hitting, businesses were shut down overnight. Restaurants, and you would especially relate if you're a business owner, or if you have your own business, you realize how difficult this has been. I mean, for me as a pastor of a church, having to adapt and pivot and everything, we work so hard to create and build here in New York City. It's not like it disappeared by any stretch. But all of a sudden we were forced to look at it differently and consider things differently. And so we have those experiences and those moments in life where the things that we worked hard for, the things that we love, are no longer the way that we once knew them or that we've come to know them. But it says this: He will once again fill your mouth with laughter and your lips with shouts of joy. I think that's the hope for today. Because I think when we look at our lives, it's easy to feel like, man, this is never going to end. I'm never going to be happy again. I'm never going to find myself laughing or being able to enjoy this again. And the truth is, in this situation or in these seasons, God is working to redeem, and he is working to restore. And he does want us to laugh. He does want us to enjoy. He does want us to experience. And so my prayer and my hope and my encouragement for you today is that you would see what you're going through, not through the lens of what you've lost, but through a lens of hope for what's to come. So let that stick with you, and we'll be back tomorrow as we continue Everyday Faith.